First tonight, a blind campaigner from Essex says she'll lose her independence when her guide dog retires next month, as she could have to wait over a year to get another one.
83-year-old Jill Allen-King says she relies on her dog Jagger, but the charity Guide Dogs says more than 1,000 people are currently waiting for their furry friends.
Although Jagger will remain with Jill in his retirement, he's not allowed to work as her guide dog, and it's left Jill in the lurch. So this week, she's been visiting politicians seeking support. Callum Fairhurst reports.
Go to the left. You like going? Oh, hang on.
Jill and Jagger have been side by side in Southend for 9 years.
Jagger. Who's a clever Jagger?
She's had a guide dog for more than 5 decades, but when Jagger retires because of his age in June, due to shortages, Jill could have to wait 18 months to get a replacement.
When you've been independent for so long and then you haven't got a replacement dog, this is what is so bad. It's going to be very difficult. I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Since losing her sight from glaucoma on her wedding day, Jill has spent her life campaigning for other blind people. She's responsible for bringing tactile paving to the UK's streets, but without a guide dog, Jill feels like she'll lose her eyes once again.
He's my best friend and he's just the comfort that I need and gives me that independence that I need to go out and about with. And I don't know what it's going to be like.
Guide dogs need training, but that was paused for 5 months during lockdown. And according to the Guide Dog charity, that's one of the reasons there's a backlog.
So we have over 1,000 people waiting for a guide dog in the United Kingdom at the moment. COVID has actually dealt us a really difficult hand over the last few months and few years. Dogs that are actually qualifying as partners now were actually raised over 2 years ago, and it's hard to imagine what times were like then. So we're continuing to breed more dogs, and we're training more dogs going forward.
This week, Jill has met with ministers to try and fix the problem. She was joined by her MP, Firth.
This is something we've all got to crack. We all want to get these waiting lists down. Guide dogs have made a lot of progress. They've got 600 dogs now in the country. There's also 30 to 40 return dogs, but there's 1,000 people waiting. So what we're doing is exploring every possible avenue to close that gap and to bridge that time so that there isn't this cliff edge where people are just left stranded.
Jill has ideas to fix the issue. Allowing dogs to work longer if they're happy and healthy is one, and she's dedicated to making sure no one has to wait for a guide dog in the future. Callum Fairhurst, ITV News.
Well, we can chat now to Tom Pursglove, the Minister for Disabled People. Thanks for speaking to us on the programme about this. We've seen from Jill there that over the past 50 years she's had guide dogs. This summer her guide dog retires. There's going to be 18 months before a new one is given to her. What do you say to somebody like Jill who really will be debilitated without her guide dog?
Well, I was really grateful to Jill's excellent local MP, Firth, for bringing us together yesterday and to talk to guide dogs about this issue. And it really hit home to me and to everybody there just how concerned Jill is about losing Jagger to his retirement, which all of us want to see happen. But what we don't want is there to be a gap between Jill's current support through Jagger to then getting a new dog to replace him. And I know that that is causing quite a lot of anxiety for her. And I think that a very strong impression was left with guide dogs that we would all like to see that issue addressed as quickly as possible.
Is there anything the government can do to speed up the process?
Well, I know that the Prime Minister met with Jill a few weeks ago, and he was very struck by her story. And Jill is a remarkable woman who has achieved so much in her life, particularly for campaigning for improvements for disabled people, and that's been recognised, for example, in her being awarded the Pride of Britain Award, and quite rightly so. And this is the latest campaign that she is working on. And what we've said, and the Prime Minister has made this point, that if there are practical things that we can do as a government to help guide dogs around this, we will look at doing exactly as much as we can to try and support.
Is it a question of money, Tom? Can the government put money towards this to make sure that the shortage of guide dogs isn't a shortage, and indeed people are getting those guide dogs delivered to them?
So my understanding is that this isn't actually a money issue in particular. What this is more about is being able to train the dogs in the thoroughgoing way that they need to be trained in order to make sure that the matching is then right with the person that they're supporting. COVID has undoubtedly had quite a long tail in relation to supporting those guide dog owners in the way that all of us would want to see. They need to work through those issues. That is happening at the moment. I don't believe that it is a monetary issue as things stand, but if there are things, for example, around the supply or importation of dogs to support this work, if there are things that we can do around the training to support that, I'd be really happy to look at it, and that is very much an open offer.
Tom Pursglove, Minister for Disabled People, thank you so much for your time on the programme.